So Oklahoma just made a massive hire in hiring Jim Nagy as their GM for the future for the football program. Before we get into the video, make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe to us about the channel a ton. Let's get into the video. The guy that is very respected in the industry, in the draft work, in the draft combine, and really in college football and the NFL. He's respected everywhere, and he is known as one of the best talent evaluators in the country. Obviously, most people know Jim Nagy from running the Senior Bowl, which he has done at a high level. It's really his event that he's really turned into something pretty special for collegiate players. I mean, the Senior Bowl is a big opportunity, and it really has helped people elevate and get into the league, get a higher draft grade, and go even higher in the draft. You know, you have guys all the time in the Senior Bowl not even potentially be able to be drafted, but go to the Senior Bowl, show out in front of all the NFL teams, and do really well, and then they get selected higher in the draft. And you know, that's a blessing that Jim Nagy was able to build. And he has a lot of great relationships. We talked about, you know, the NFL. He had a lot of great teams in the NFL. He won 4 Super Bowls, went to 6 as a scout in the NFL. He worked with multiple different teams, and he had 18 years of experience in the NFL front offenses. He has won 4, like I said, Lombardi trophies. He's a graduate from the University of Michigan, so he has a lot of NFL experience. He's built some great relationships, and I think this is a really bonus for Oklahoma in football-wise, recruiting, the NIL portion of it, because the relationships that he has, they can use that in a recruiting pitch. Like, hey, I know personally this coach in the NFL. I know this GM in the NFL. I've worked with them for years with the Senior Bowl. So Jim Nagy is going to have every relationship possible to be successful and really to be able to pitch these guys and potentially get them to come to Oklahoma. And that can be a really big bonus. And this was just such a surprising hire, because I don't think anyone expected Jim Nagy to really be available for a position like this. But, you know, a lot of people have rumored that he potentially could be an NFL GM in the future. So it's really an incredible hire and unexpected that kind of shook the college football landscape. So he was at the New England Patriots, the Washington Redskins at the time, Kansas City Chiefs, Seattle Seahawks. He was all a scout in the front office, all that stuff. So he has done a tremendous job, everywhere he's been, just scouting. All those teams are pretty good draft teams. Obviously the Washington Redskins, they were struggling at some times, but the Patriots, the Kansas City Chiefs, the Seattle Seahawks, those are some very good NFL franchises that he worked with. Will Jim Nagy's position be at Oklahoma? I think that's an interesting question. I think Jim Nagy could potentially be one of the biggest keys to Oklahoma returning to success, in my opinion. As an Oklahoma fan, I'm very excited about this because, his ability to potentially, work in the NIL realm, obviously, that's going to be one of his jobs is NIL, but he's going to be able to use his talent and evaluate guys, and that's going to be really key and help Brent Venables. I think this hire, kind of helps Brent Venables out a lot because, he's had to, obviously, as the head football coach, you get a lot of stuff thrown at you. And I think to relieve some of that pressure and really focus on coaching, and obviously you're still going to recruit as a coach, but, Jim Nagy is going to relieve a lot of pressure from you, and he's going to be able to carry you and help, bring in guys recruiting-wise, the NIL structure. It's not more of a Brent Venables thing now. It's more Jim Nagy's job now. So I really love that aspect of it. And college football is getting crazy because, obviously, You have Lombardi at UNC with Belichick. The GMs are becoming more common in college football, and that's kind of crazy because who would have thought 10 years ago that we would have had general managers running programs like we are seeing today now? So it's a great hire. I'm very excited as a fan. I think this could be a very home run hire in terms of the future. I don't know what type of impact he's going to have day one, but I tell you this, it's a hire that I think they needed to make. We need someone like this who has a lot of connections, a lot of experience in scouting, and hopefully, obviously, the NIL ways, he can do a great job in that aspect as well. But that'll do for me. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you guys next video. Peace.